Now I'd like to introduce Donita Cotter, who's with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service National Wildlife Refuge System. Ms. Cotter has been working with the Mexican and Canadian governments to help monarchs. She's also been working with students and adults who conduct research and participate in citizen science projects. A lot of people are very interested in monarch butterflies and spend a lot of their free time gathering information. Ms. Cotter, what is citizen science and how can students get involved?
Thank you, Margie. Citizen science is a partnership between volunteers and professional scientists. The volunteers work with scientists to gather information to help answer real questions about nature and the environment. Anyone who can make simple observations and keep organized and accurate records can be a citizen scientist. Age and experience don't matter at all. Citizen scientists can be anyone, including teachers and students just like you. Citizen scientists have been studying the monarch butterfly for over 50 years. Let's look at some citizen science projects studying the fall migration. Earlier in the program, Margie showed you some maps from Journey North. Journey North is an example of a citizen science program that studies migration and seasonal change. Using the internet, students in grades K through 12 share their field observations with classmates all across North America. In the fall, student volunteers report observations of overnight roost and count migrating monarchs. In the last 60 days, 644 monarch sightings have been reported from the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. In the spring, volunteers report their first sightings of adult butterflies and first egg or larva. Journey North uses the information to produce online maps that illustrate the fall and spring migrations over time. Journey North citizen scientists are providing researchers with data on the location and timing of migration pathways and monarch habitat needs. All of the maps and records are stored permanently on the website, so scientists or anyone else who wants to can compare data from year to year. This helps us answer questions like, how do weather events affect monarch populations? And how will climate change affect breeding habitat and migration range? Monarch Watch is another citizen science program that uses tagging to gather information about the monarch butterfly. During the fall migration, volunteers capture, tag, and release monarch butterflies. The tags are tiny, round, lightweight stickers about the size of a hole punch or a pencil eraser. Don't worry, the tags don't hurt the butterfly or affect its ability to fly. Taggers have to keep a careful record of important data for each tagged monarch, like the capture location, release date, unique tag number, and gender of the butterfly. If a tagged monarch is recaptured later, we can analyze the route followed by the insect to answer questions about the migration. How fast do monarchs travel? How do wind conditions affect migration? From tagging, scientists have discovered that monarchs from certain locations in the U.S. and Canada are more successful in reaching the Mexican wintering grounds. Let's meet Larry Brinza, a citizen scientist here in Virginia who has been tagging monarchs for over 10 years in the Eastern Shore, Chincoteague, and Occoquan National Wildlife Refuges.
The ones in the back tail. The first tagged monarch that I had was in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I was tagging monarchs in 1996 for the first time. The following spring, I got a letter from the University of Kansas Monarch Watch program, and it said that someone in Luray, Virginia, found a monarch that I had tagged. And to me, that was like winning the lottery. I knew that the recovery rate for monarchs anywhere, even though the distance was only 50 miles, was very unusual. And then, of course, the first time that I had a monarch recovered from Mexico, wow, that's about 1,900 miles as the crow flies from northern Virginia. And since then, I've had 13 recoveries from Mexico from the northern Virginia area.
As you are learning, across North America there are many millions of monarch butterflies and many places to find them. So scientists and land managers like the Fish and Wildlife Service and Forest Service need help building the scientific database and mapping out where monarchs breed and migrate. You can study monarchs in your own backyard or schoolyard or on a nearby national wildlife refuge or national forest, joining folks across North America in a variety of citizen science projects that contribute to scientific conservation and research on the monarch butterfly. You can find out more about citizen science projects at the MonarchLIVE website.